Two quotes from today's readings. First from Romans 4. When a man does nothing, yet believes in him who justifies the sinful, his faith is credited as justice. And in today's gospel, what you have whispered in locked rooms will be proclaimed from the rooftops. Do you remember Eddie Haskell on the old Leave It to Beaver TV series? Around kids his age and younger, Eddie was an obnoxious loudmouth. Around the parents, and especially when he was around Mrs. Cleaver, Eddie was a model of courtesy and respect. Funny thing though, Eddie never fooled anyone, especially Mrs. Cleaver. When I think about today's readings and their lessons about being as opposed to seeming to be, I come to the painful conclusion that I may be a lot like Eddie Haskell. I started writing this reflection while sitting on a porch overlooking several mountain ranges in Colombia, South America. It's breathtakingly beautiful country, an easy place for me to be. My heart achingly longs for the peace and the quiet. Maybe this is because the hills and the sky demand so little of me. The reality is that God built me to be with people, my family, my friends, my parish community, and, well, my people. That includes those that I would just as soon not be around, those who have hurt me, folks who have been unfair, judgmental, blaming toward me, those who have wronged me. I don't often admit that it's tough for me to hang in there with these, my people. I too often opt for seeming to accept or to tolerate. Why? I don't think many, if any, are fooled. I even try to kid myself into believing that I can seem to be something acceptable to God. Don't ask why, because right now it makes very little sense. But the most persistent piece of self-deception in my life, and the most blatant example of seeming to be, is my idea that somehow, somewhere, I'm going to do enough stuff right and so become right with God. Paul and Luke tell us today that not only is that hogwash, but we have nothing to fear by simply settling comfortably into what God has made us to be: His heart, His hands, and His love. There are deeds to be done in connection with being, but it isn't the kind of deed involved in trying to fake it with God and others. It's the everyday work of love, finding the patience to be with an annoying person who happens to need help. These are the deeds that grow out of the belief in Him who justifies the sinful, described in Romans. This is the life that grows out of an honest acceptance of my dependence on God, as opposed to some hypocritical, self-righteous notion that I can save myself. Oh, I do understand Eddie Haskell. Amen.